Hello, YouTube. Welcome to my NFL Week 16 predictions. Without further ado, let's get into it. The Jacksonville Jaguars take on the New York Jets on Thursday Night Football after the Jags stun the Cowboys in overtime. Both teams looking for a win to help their playoff chances. The Jets have lost 4 of their last 5 games, while the Jaguars have won 4 of their last 6. Trevor Lawrence is playing well, but he must face a great pass defense this week. Zach Wilson will start for the Jets, and I do not see him leading the Jets to a victory. I believe the Jaguars will win 24-17 and increase their odds of winning the AFC South. The Atlanta Falcons head to Baltimore this week for a Christmas Eve battle following a defeat to the Saints. Tyler Huntley will start if Lamar Jackson is out. Ravens Lamar Jackson hasn't played since Week 13 and is questionable to return this week. The Falcons' run-centric offense may struggle against the Ravens' defense, as they only allow 3.8 yards per carry for running backs. The Falcons will lose on Saturday, in my opinion, with a score of 16-13. On Saturday, the Panthers take on arguably the hottest team in football. The Lions are coming off a win over the Jets and hope to close in on a playoff berth. Currently, Jared Goff is playing efficiently with a good offensive line and receivers. The Panthers lost to the Steelers' backup quarterback last week and are now 5-9 on the season. The Panthers will hope to upset the Lions and are still in the race to win their division. However, I do not see the Panthers beating the Lions this week, and I think the Lions will continue their hot streak into Week 17. The Buffalo Bills are playing the Bears this week after defeating their division rivals in Week 15. The Bears are coming off a narrow loss to the Eagles, but Justin Fields is looking to run all over the Bills' defense. Josh Allen is playing at an MVP level once again and is also a dual-threat quarterback. I believe Josh Allen will lead the Buffalo Bills to a 31-27 victory over the Bears and will hold on to their first-round bye. The Saints play the Browns on Saturday, looking to get a step closer to leading the NFC South despite a 5-9 record. The Browns coming off a 13-3 win against Tyler Huntley and the Ravens, with the defense holding teams to less than 17 points in 3 of their last 4 games. The run game could be a major factor for the Browns, as the Saints' run defense allowed 8.2 yards a run last week against the Falcons. Therefore, I am taking the Browns to win this game 17-13, with the Browns' defense helping Deshaun Watson get his second straight win. The Seattle Seahawks are in Kansas City on Christmas Eve to face a Chiefs team looking for the first-round bye. The Chiefs are coming off an overtime victory over the Texans and are looking to beat a slumping Seahawks team who could not defeat the 49ers last Thursday. Patrick Mahomes played well last week, posting a 117.1 rating. I expect that level of play to continue this week, with Mahomes leading the Kansas City Chiefs to a 35-27 victory. The Vikings faced the Giants after a historic 33-0 comeback against the Colts. Kirk Cousins is coming off back-to-back 400-plus pass yard games, and Justin Jefferson is leading the league in receiving yards. The Giants beat the Commanders last week and are looking to boost their odds at the playoffs. I think Kirk Cousins and Justin Jefferson will help defeat the Giants at home with a score of 27-23. The Cincinnati Bengals are traveling to Foxborough on Christmas Eve to face the New England Patriots. The Bengals are riding a 6-game win streak after overcoming a 17-point deficit to beat the former Patriot quarterback Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. The Bengals have taken the lead for AFC North crown and can clinch a playoff berth this weekend. The Patriots would basically be eliminated from playoff contention with a loss. The Bengals are playing great football, and I believe the Patriots will not be able to stop their explosive offense. The Houston Texans travel to Tennessee to face the slumping Titans, who have lost their last 4 games. Derrick Henry will likely be a major factor in this game, with him having back-to-back 100 rush yard games. However, the Texans have kept the game very close during their last 2 games against 2 double-digit win teams. I actually believe the Texans will get the huge upset win in overtime, and the Titans will lose their grasp on the AFC South. The 49ers host the Washington Commanders on Saturday and are looking to continue their 7-game win streak. The Commanders faced a tough loss against the Giants last week, but can keep their playoff position with a win. The 49ers have the best defense in points and yards per game this season, and Brock Purdy has been playing very well. Therefore, the 49ers will continue their win streak with a 24-13 win with a strong all-around performance. The Cowboys challenged the Eagles at home this week, hoping to rebound after a pick-six cost them an overtime loss last week. Jalen Hurts led the Eagles to a victory over the Bears last week, but Jalen Hurts will not play this week due to an injury, as Gardner Minshew takes over. Both teams have weapons on both sides of the ball, but I believe Dak Prescott and the Cowboys will take advantage of the missing Jalen Hurts. The Las Vegas Raiders take on the Pittsburgh Steelers this week after a failed lateral gave the Raiders the win. The Raiders have won 4 out of their 5 last games, mostly due to Josh Jacobs. Kenny Pickett will start this game after being out to a concussion protocol. Najee Harris could also be a factor, as the Raiders allowed 7.1 yards per carry last week. I think the Steelers will win a 6-8 matchup with a score of 24-21. On Christmas Day, the Dolphins host the Green Bay Packers after narrowly losing to Buffalo, their division rivals. The Green Bay defense performed well against the Rams last Monday and will need to keep up their level of play to stop Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. The defense will also need to contain Raheem Mostert, who rushed for 136 yards for 8 yards per carry. I think Miami's offense will overcome the Packers' D, and the Dolphins will win 31-24. The Broncos take on the Rams on Christmas Day, coming off a victory over the Cardinals. The Broncos' defense is top 5 in the NFL and can lead the Broncos to their 5th win of the season. Baker Mayfield had a 67.8 rating against the Packers in their loss, but Cam Akers rushed for 5.4 yards a carry. The Broncos' defense will help Denver prevail on Sunday with a score of 16-13. The Arizona Cardinals will spend Christmas Day playing the Buccaneers, who blew a 17-point lead against the Bengals. Although the Bucs are 6-8, they are still atop the NFC South. The Arizona Cardinals will have to start their third-string quarterback next week, Trace McSorley. Trace and the Cardinals fell to the Broncos last week, with Trace posting a 27.8 rating. Buccaneers win 17-13. On Monday Night Football, the 8-6 Chargers challenge the 4-9-1 Colts. Matt Ryan and the Colts are coming off a loss after leading by over 30 points last week. For this week, Nick Foles has been named the Colts starter. Following a Week 5 victory over the Titans, the Chargers have worked their way back into a playoff spot. I believe the Chargers will keep this spot and win this game. Thanks for watching to the end. Comment your NFL Week 16 predictions in the comments below.